What is up, guys? Welcome to Boomer Base. Today we're back for more dandadan weekly episode reviews. Today we're here to talk about episode 6, the supposed halfway point. I think there's only going to be 12 episodes this season, but if I am wrong, completely ignore me. But as always, before we get started, let's get cracking. So welcome back as always for another weekly episode review. If you're new here, don't forget to check out the channel, have a look at any of the other videos that I do. I do a lot of anime, I do a lot of collecting videos for my films, manga, video games and stuff. Check out my short section and don't forget to subscribe if you're new. So on with episode 6. Now I think this is the halfway point. I don't think dandadan should have like 25 episodes a season. I think 12 is like a good point for them, and I think this would be a good halfway point as well. Like I enjoyed this episode quite a lot. There was a lot of good points in it, despite a certain pink-haired lady. Now, the episode starts pretty coolly. Turbo Granny talking about the golden bowl of Ocaron's crown jewels, and it starts off basically they're outside in a park looking for a ball, and Momo comments on how small the ball is at 5 centimeters, which was quite hilarious considering she's kind of talking about Ocaron's balls. And then just to kind of see them in the park, just quite late at night, looking for a golden ball, it was kind of hilarious in a you know, an odd way. Dandadan always gives me those weird sort of funny skit vibes whenever I watch it. It's a show that I don't always laugh out loud, but I enjoy the comedy aspect of it. Turbo Granny mentioned that the golden ball contains life force and a fair whack of life force, and she said that that's the reason why yokai also attack humans, because of their life force. So they think that if they gain enough life force and trinkets and stuff, that they'll get brought back to life, which I thought was a cool and interesting way to put it. But we move swiftly on to arriving at school the next day, and we get to see Ocaron's classmates once again. I legit fucking hate them so much. They are some of my most hated classmates in anime history. They haven't even done all too that much in the wrong, but they're just horrible and I hate them. And then he starts yapping, like one of them starts yapping on about like Momo being a slut after hearing some rumors. And my god, what we got next was incredible. Ocaron sticks up for her. He like half transforms. Oh, it was so good. Like, I'm not fully sure if they could see transformed Ocaron, and I'm going to assume from a previous episode other people couldn't see this type of stuff. I'm just going to assume they didn't see him. But it was cool. He put that man on the floor. They were all scared. And then Ocaron just immediately went back to his little twinky timid nature, which was quite fun, and tried to like not calm down, and then suddenly jump scared by Turbo Granny being in his backpack, which was quite funny. Like, I didn't expect her to come to school, but I like that they have done that. Like, I think just Turbo Granny kind of being added to their day-to-day lives will be kind of cool. A bit like Con, as I mentioned last episode. Like, it just feels like it's going to be a tag-along for a little bit. I assume Turbo Granny is going to become a villain once again at some point, but who knows, we will see. And then, as mentioned, the pink-haired bitch returns. Of course it's her that spread the rumours, and she also needs to go to fucking Specsavers, man, as they were clearly a hand coming out of Momo's back and not demon wings. Like, I can understand that you might get slightly confused, but I'm pretty darn blind in itself, and I can see that that was a hand rather than wings. And like, honestly, what crazy ass type of god complex bullshit does she have? She thinks she's like the chosen one because of the golden bull, and of course it's her that found the golden bull. You know, she's like pretty. She thinks that she's like giving all the blockheads, that she called them, a better life by greeting them and being like, oh well, at least they got greeted by a pretty girl. And like, I honestly don't know how her friends put up with her, but her friends are very fucking cool. Like the friends of Momo and Arya, however the fuck you pronounce the pink-haired lady, they're all very, very cool, and I like that the friends have a lot of gumption as well. Like, I really don't want the pink-haired girl to be involved in this show like a lot, or at least past this arc. Like, she's just so insufferable. And Turbo Granny, I thought, was onto the pink-haired bitch, but it turns out she was onto something else that we'll talk about soon. When they're sat upstairs on the roof of the school, Turbo Granny's just eating some weird taco bun thing, and it actually just looks adorably cute so randomly. But from having that golden ball, Turbo Granny lets us know that if a human picks it up, it will release their inner spiritual powers, or they'll awaken. And so that means that the pink-haired girl's powers have awakened, and that she's most likely going to be attacked because of it. and because her powers have awakened and she's going to be attacked, that most likely means she's going to be part of the main crew for a bit, which is rather disappointing. Oh shit, the little snippet of the lady in the dress looked creepy as fuck in the sports field. Like, I would hate to be seeing that type of stuff, to be honest. So fair play to the pink-haired lady for not getting like riled up, but I like that she kind of went to get her friends to go grab like a cross and like a holy book to try and take on Momo. That was at least a little bit funny and hilarious. Pink-haired lady lured Momo out into the sticks. They basically went to the Rust map, and her friends came out with a coordinated attack, which was on point, to be fair. They tied her up and everything. They had her pinned down, and then Momo just kind of launches her friends, and by God, they would be absolutely dead. And then Okarun arrives on scene, and he's like, "That's not the strange-haired lady." And then suddenly, just this creepy giant fucking... The thing on the thumbnail and the picture I'm showing you right now just appears. And it was a really cool transformation development bit, reveal, whatever you want to call it. Like, I was like, oh shit, okay, that's cool. I wasn't expecting that now. But the backstory with the strange woman is kind of fucked. I don't really know if Momo did call her mummy at one point. Not Momo, Arya called her mummy at one point, or if just that's her like misconception and just sees everyone as this type of person. And I'm really hoping that from that small snippet, that doesn't mean that the pink-haired lady has a sad backstory, because I don't want to feel for her at all. At this moment in time, I'm a firm believer that she is a shit character. The strange-haired yokai thing called Acrobatic Silky, I think it was, is actually just a shit name. Like, Turbo Granny is a cool name. Acrobatic Silky, not so much. But there's like a fight that ensues. It's pretty cool. Okarun gets eaten, pink-haired girl gets eaten, Momo gets eaten. There's a lighter. It gets used after being mentioned a few times and sets the Acrobatic Silky's hair on fire. And it was a cool development to have that part happen, of course. And I liked the way that the episode ended. Like, it was just her. They're all been, you know, thrown up and things, and they're ready for round 2, essentially. I'm glad it ended that way with a sort of cliffhanger. Like, if she'd just been defeated, that would have kind of sucked. But for once, I do feel kind of happy that we've been left on a cliffhanger, ready for next episode. So hopefully more development will happen. We'll see some more fights. Getting to see Okarun in his fully transformed form is very cool. So we got to see him twice kind of transform this episode, which was definitely very cool. I really do like the transformation. No, pretty cool episode overall. Like, of course, I don't like the pink-haired lady, but it's still a good episode, and I still am really enjoying dandadan. But no, thank you very much for watching this week's episode review. Last week's episode did really well, so I appreciate all the love on that. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tune in for more videos, but above all else, take care and peace out. Hey, thank you for watching the video. Click the button to keep watching, or click the other video for more videos, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.